going on, guys? It's Caleb, and today we have a Tesla Model 3 that is in the shop for a disgusting interior and out detail. This thing is driven all over the US and it has a dog in it 24/7, so that would give you an explanation as to why the interior is in the shape that it's in. And being someone who really only does paint corrections and ceramic coatings, especially on the YouTube channel, it was like, man, this one is going to be one I definitely want to get the camera out for you guys to see. So much hair on the interior, just so much hair. But we have a Lilli-Brush and a good vacuum, so that'll help out later on. But before we do anything, we need to get this exterior nice and cleaned up. We're going to start with getting these GTechniq wheels cleaned though with some D101 from Meguiar's, as well as some assorted brushes before we move on to the paint. Now we gotta get this thing nice and foamed down so I can take my ever so soft detail brush and go through the exterior crevices, make sure everything's nice and cleaned, and then we can hand wash it. now that it's nice and washed, we're going to do a little bit of decontamination work with some Stoner's tar and sap remover on the lower portions of the panels. Because this thing's driven around a lot, you can definitely see some tar that's on the paint. Although here in Florida, we don't get a lot of tar kicked up on paint. Definitely other places in the US, you sure can. And then when I'm done, I just wipe it down real quick wherever I sprayed to make sure I can get all that stuff off and then spray off the surface. The interior is a whole nother ball game. The first thing we gotta do is get everything out of the vehicle, that way there is nothing in the way as we go through this thing and gut it. It definitely looks like a scary job in itself, but it's not. It's really simple. We're just cleaning here. The vacuum's gonna do 80% of the work. We're gonna use a Lilli-Brush to get the hair out of the fibers of the carpet, and we're gonna be using an interior cleaner, but I'll get into that later whenever we get to that point. Realize that I haven't talked about the interior yet. So this Tesla is actually owned by a buddy of mine who does a lot of traveling all over the United States for work, and not just traveling but driving in the Tesla. So he has two companions with him, one his wife, two his dog. So that's why it's so dirty and messy. Yeah, it should be a good video. I talked about it earlier, just the hair. Now, when it comes to getting hair out of carpets, the one thing that is the major setback is if you have crappy carpets. I'm talking to you Hyundai owners and Kia owners and all those cars. That stuff sucks, man. Like, I can't stand vacuuming out of those. But when it comes to this, Tesla actually had really nice quality carpets. I know there's a big debate with Teslas and the quality of their interior. And yeah, I can kind of get with the cheapness of some of the Tesla stuff. But like, honestly, their carpet was great. It was really nice to be able to vacuum all this stuff up and then take a Lilli-Brush and get all the extra hair out. It actually went insanely smooth. Yeah, the vacuuming went really easy, but the one thing I have to say about this detail is whenever you have a car like this, interior-wise, you definitely have to go through and vacuum quite a few times. Since I was out of the vehicle non-stop, constantly, inside and out, I definitely had to go through and vacuum the carpets probably 3 or 4 more times after this. Even though I didn't record it, that's kind of what you should do if you have a detail that's going to be a lot of in and out cleaning. Don't be afraid to take that vacuum and go back through and make sure it's extra clean, especially right before you wrap things up. Now that we've kind of wrapped up the vacuuming portion, we're going to take our vacuum with an ever so soft detail brush from Max Shine and go through all of the hardscapes inside the vehicle and get it dusted off. A little trick I've learned over the years, you just follow the vacuum with the brush as you're going over everything from the steering wheel to the dash to the little hard to get places that will hide dust. Just run that little ever so soft brush through it and it will dust it off perfectly, and with the vacuum following it, it'll suck all the dust into there. Another trick I would say too is to take an air compressor, just blow everything inside the car so that way everything comes free inside the cup holders, the crevices, the steering wheel, inside the buttons. Definitely helps out big time. Thing I love to share with people, especially when it comes to doing interiors, which I don't record a lot, but when I do, I go over it, is using the vacuum for literally everything. When it comes to doing the steering wheel or radios, or when the cup holders, or like the driver's door or whatever it is, when it comes to buttons and all that, just spray it. Just spray it, use a brush, get everything nice and scrub clean, and then take that vacuum cleaner and suck out all the excess cleaner, so that way it doesn't just sit in there and hurt the electronics or what have you. Whenever you have that vacuum up on top of it, that liquid cannot sit inside those crevices for very long and hurt anything, and once it's sucked out, just wipe it with your towel and it's clean.
sorry for that. I really am. But I was scared. I didn't know what to do. Who the f knows what to do? Do you? Maybe I should just go.
Now for the cloth floor mats, it was pretty simple to clean. I did not do the rubber ones on camera, mostly because I forgot. Like I ended up getting these done, putting them back in the car and be like, alright, cool. And then realizing like, oh wait, I gotta clean those. And my camera was on the other side of the shop and totally didn't even think to grab it. But these were simple. I went ahead and blew out all the excess dirt with my air compressor and then vacuumed it up. Used a Lilli-Brush to get all the hair consolidated at one place. Get all the hair consolidated to one place and then vacuumed it up. Not so bad. Time for one of my favorite parts, and that's the part where we get the paint really glossy and slick and nice and this time it's something a little bit different. So if you watched the last video, at the very end I talked about how I got a Cletus McFarlane apron from my lovely brother, and with that apron he also got me some of this ceramic spray wax. Very good product. It is so freaking expensive though. It's like $30 for this little bottle right here. Granted, it's done like 11 cars I think I've been able to use so far before running out of it. It is really good stuff. You just spray it on, wipe it, flip the towel, wipe it off. I mean, honestly, really good stuff. I have no idea how long it lasts. They don't say. I have no idea about anything of it other than it's a ceramic spray wax, so you're gonna get really good slick paint, and it does do that. Very hydrophobic, super high gloss. I'm going to guess UV protection. Either way though, it's a solid product. I love this stuff. I just wish it was a little cheaper, man. This was a nightmare, and as we wrap this up, I will give you my final thoughts. It sucked. It wasn't fun, but you know, I'm a guy who does paint corrections as well as ceramic coatings, and when it comes to details like this, it is my job at the end of the day. And so the mentality I keep is we're gonna start it and we're gonna keep going until we're finished. And at the end of the day, it's just cleaning. You just gotta make sure it's clean. Do your job right and keep going, keep pushing through, use the proper products, and everything works out as it should. But if you guys like the video, please show me by leaving a like. And if you like car detailing content, go ahead and press subscribe. And if you ring that bell, you will know every single time I upload a video. I think I'm gonna start uploading small little short cinematic kind of things once every other week in conjunction with the every other week upload on Sundays, just because I do a lot of other stuff. Like today I just got done doing one of the brand new Rivian electric trucks, the RT1 I think it was, or R1T. Awesome, cool electric truck. I'm gonna go ahead and get that posted up because me and Tyler, with the guy who does PPF, we're working with Rivian as well as XPEL to get these new ones that are just coming in all nice and done up. So stay tuned for those, and I will see you guys next time. Adios!